Welcome to AI Brief. Today, we're diving into some just massive numbers. We're talking about a $650 billion bet on AI infrastructure from big tech.
We'll also break down Anthropic's new valuation, which is doubling to $350 billion.
And we've got robots surviving Arctic temperatures, Waymo hitting a huge new valuation of its own, and all the top AI tools you need to know about.
Let's get into it.
So let's start with that headline number because it's almost hard to believe.
It really is. We're looking at Google, Amazon, and Meta.
Just those three.
And their combined spending on AI infrastructure, their CapEx, is projected to be over $630 billion.
I mean, to put that in perspective for everyone, that's roughly the GDP of Sweden, an entire country's economy.
And it's all being spent on building the foundation for AI. We're talking data centers the size of football fields, servers, massive power systems.
So this spending is happening right now, but it's creating a lot of anxiety for investors, isn't it?
A huge amount. Because you have this tension. There's the fear of over-investing in something where the profit model isn't fully proven yet.
But on the other hand,
The fear of being left behind is even greater. They feel they have to build these rails for the future, even if they aren't sure what the trains will look like.
it feels like a permanent shift in how these companies operate. They're not just software companies anymore.
No, they're becoming heavy industrial giants. They're betting the farm on infrastructure.
Okay, so if that's the infrastructure, let's talk about the software, the brains, so to speak, Anthropic.
Right, the big rival to OpenAI.
They're closing a funding round, and the numbers are just as wild,
Over $20 billion. And this is reportedly happening as soon as next week.
which pushes their valuation to what, 350 billion?
$350 billion. It's more than double where they were. We're seeing strategic investors like NVIDIA and Microsoft getting in on this.
So Microsoft is backing both OpenAI and Anthropic.
They're buying the whole board. But the key here is the tech focus. It's moving beyond just chatbots.
What are they building?
The real prize is autonomous AI tools for enterprise, specifically coding agents.
So not just suggesting a line of code, but an AI that can build an entire application with minimal human input.
Exactly. That's the frenzy. It's a race for autonomous agents that could completely disrupt the software industry. It shows you just how aggressive this competition has become.
All right, let's shift gears a bit.
Let's talk about everything else happening in AI.
And we're going to slow down a little here because the details really matter. Let's start with Waymo.
Autonomous driving. They've just locked in $16 billion in new funding.
And this, again, doubles their valuation. It's now at $110 billion.
New backers here include firms like Dragoneer and Sequoia Capital. This is smart money.
And what's the strategy? I saw they're taking on Tesla's robotaxi service directly in Austin.
They are, but the really interesting part is the global expansion. They're planning to push beyond the U.S.
Into London and Tokyo?
Tokyo is the real test. If their cars can navigate the narrow, dense streets of Tokyo, they can navigate anywhere. It proves the model.
Okay, moving from cars to, well, robots on foot. Unitree tested their G1 humanoid robot in some pretty extreme conditions.
Extreme is an understatement. They put it in knee-deep snow.
At what temperature?
Negative 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Just bone-chillingly cold.
And the robot just marched through it.
It performed a 130,000-step trek. It even autonomously traced a Winter Olympics emblem on the ice in China.
How is that even possible? My phone battery dies if it gets too cold.
That's what makes it so significant. It's a brutal test of battery endurance, of joint mobility. It proves these robots are getting tough enough for the real world, for truly harsh environments.
So we have the hardware getting tougher. But there's a big problem looming, especially for Tesla's Optimus robot.
The supply chain problem.
Exactly. So Tesla's goal is to make 1 million Optimus robots a year and sell them for around $20,000 each.
That's the magic price point.
But a new analysis from Morgan Stanley says there's a huge vulnerability. It's a dependency on Chinese suppliers.
And if Tesla is forced to exclude those Chinese components, say, because of trade issues,
The cost per robot could spike from $20,000 to $131,000.
which completely breaks the business model. It goes from a mass market product to a niche luxury industrial tool.
It's like the dilemma Apple has with the iPhone supply chain. You can't just innovate your way out of where the raw materials come from.
It's a major hurdle for the entire U.S. robotics sector.
All right, that brings us to our final segment. Let's talk about the tools you can actually use today.
We've got a whole list of trending AI tools, and they're moving past simple chat.
First up for developers is Skillkit. What is it?
Think of it as a package manager, But for AI agent skills, it lets you plug in pre-built abilities, like searching the web or handling PDFs, so you don't have to code them from scratch.
Next is Quash. This one is a mobile QA agent.
Right, quality assurance. It basically runs tests on your mobile app without you needing to write any scripts. It looks at the screen like a human would and tries to find bugs.
And for the Apple ecosystem, we have Nativeline.
This helps you build native Swift apps for iPhone, iPad, and Mac using AI. It's fine-tuned specifically for Apple's code, which makes it more accurate than general-purpose tools.
What about for non-coders? There's NeuroBlock.
They're calling it a no-code AI lab. It lets you train models, access datasets, and run inference, all without writing a single line of code.
Next, a dictation tool called Wispr Flow.
Yeah, this one works everywhere. It has auto edits, a command mode, and it supports over 100 languages. The idea is to make your voice the primary input.
And finally, Liam, an AI for your inbox.
And it does more than just sort. It drafts emails in your own voice, organizes your inbox, and can even handle scheduling for you.
So a really dense update today, from billion-dollar infrastructure plays to robots trekking through the snow.
It really clears the whole spectrum where the industry is right now.
A huge thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow the show on your preferred platform. And if you know someone who needs to stay up to speed on AI, please share AI Brief with them.
We appreciate you listening.
See you in the next episode.